Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to River Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. All right, college football playoffs. Second year for the 12-team playoffs starts tomorrow. We got 4 big games this weekend, and then we'll have 4 big games next weekend as well. Or end of the year. Yeah, I think it's next weekend. It all kind of runs together with the holidays. All right, so like I said, we've had a college football playoff since 2014. Up until 2023, it was only 4 teams. Last year, this year, 12 teams. Remember last year, the 7th seed met the 8th seed in the championship game. The 12 playoff teams are the number 1 seed, Indiana Hoosiers, 13-0, their 2nd playoff appearance. The Ohio State Buckeyes, 12-1, their 7th playoff appearance. Georgia Bulldogs, 12-1, their 5th playoff appearance. Texas Tech, the Red Raiders, 12-1, their 1st playoff appearance. Those are the 4 teams that have bye weeks this week. Oregon 12-1, their 3rd appearance. Ole Miss 11-1, Texas Tech 11-1, each of theirs first appearance. Texas A&M is the first. So the 4th seed is Texas A&M, not Texas Tech. This is Texas Tech 11-1. My bad, I got those flipped around. Oklahoma 10-2. They are their 5th appearance. Alabama 10-3, the only 3-loss team of the 12. Their 9th appearance in the playoffs. The 10th seed Miami 10-2. The 20th seed Tulane 11-2. They're both of their teams' first playoff appearance. The 24th seed of James Madison 12-1. Now, 5 teams that were 10-2 that missed the playoffs, but a 10-3 team was in the playoffs. The 10-2 Notre Dame Fighting Irish. We know they were snubbed a playoff invite. They snubbed a bowl game invite as well, so they're not playing at all. They're in the postseason here. Vanderbilt 10-2. Now they are an SEC team. They are not Alabama. We all know that. But a 3-loss versus a 2-loss, I don't know if I like that. North Texas 11-2. Yeah, I can understand why they're not in the playoffs. BYU same 11-2, and Utah at 10-2. I think there needs to be a different format to choose who's going to be in the playoffs and who's not. My idea would be just 8 conferences, 16 divisions, so 2 divisions per conference. You play your championship game. You have your 8 conference champions. They go into a round of 8, basically a tournament of 8 teams, and you crown your champion from that. I'm going to work on a realignment for that, kind of more regional stuff versus teams across the country like that. I've done these videos before, and it's actually kind of fun to go through and look at all the 136 FBS teams and do that. This is the first football video I've done in a long time. I'm going to try to get back to doing that here in 2026. Figure out to start with the playoffs here. And come January, I'll probably start the NFL back up as well. So the first game, the winner of this game between the 9th seed Alabama Crimson Tide, again 10-3 out of the SEC, versus the 10-2 8th seed Oklahoma Sooners, also out of the SEC. The winner, they get to face the number 1 seed of Indiana Hoosiers. Yeah, is that really a win? Now you get to go face a juggernaut like Indiana who's 13-0? Yes, it is. All right. Alabama scoring 31 points a game, only giving up 17. Oklahoma scoring 26, giving up 13. These 2 teams are the Crimson Tide faced 6 ranked opponents during the regular season. They were 4-2. Oklahoma faced 6 ranked opponents during the regular season. They were 5-1. These 2 teams played on November 15th. Oklahoma won 23-21 in Tuscaloosa. This one is in Oklahoma, so I think the Boomer Sooners at home. They are favored by 1.5 because they are the home team. I got Oklahoma winning, covering the 1.5. I'm taking over on that 40.5. I think we're going to have decent score because even the last game, 23-21, that's 44 points. So I think they're going to go over on that 40.5. Next up, the 10th seed Miami Hurricanes out of the ACC, 10-2, taking on the Big 12s. Texas A&M Aggies, who are 12-1. The winner of this gets to go face the 12-1 Ohio State Buckeyes. Miami scoring 34 points, giving up 13. The Aggies scoring 42, but we know the Big 12 scores a lot of points, giving up 10.9. Miami faced 4 ranked opponents this year. They won all 4 of them. They were ranked every single week, along with Texas A&M. They faced 4 ranked opponents. They went 3-1. They were also ranked every single week this year. At home, Texas A&M is favored by 3.5. ACC, Big 12. I'm going to go with the Big 12. I got Texas A&M winning. I got them covering the 3.5. I'm taking over on the 48.5. Next up, the 20th ranked Tulane Green Wave, who are 11-2, taking on the 6th ranked Ole Miss Rebels, who are 11-1. SEC versus American, big conference difference here. Tulane, while scoring 29 points a game, giving up 22. The Running Rebels are scoring 37.2 on average, giving up 20. These two teams met on September 20th. I know it was early in the season, but Ole Miss smoked them 45-10. Ole Miss faced 3 ranked opponents this year. Were 2-1. They were ranked all year. While Tulane only faced 2 ranked opponents this year, they went 1-1. They were only ranked themselves the last 3 weeks. Ole Miss by 17.5 is the line with an over-under of 56.5. I got the Rebels winning. I got them covering the 17.5 and under on that 56.5. And then finally, the 4th game, we had the 24th ranked James Madison Dukes, 12-1, out of the Sun Belt, taking on the Big Ten's Oregon Ducks, who are 5th ranked, 11-1. The Ducks out of the Big Ten, scoring 38 points a game, giving up 14. They played 4 ranked opponents this year, went 3-1. They were ranked in the top 10 all year long. While James Madison faced no ranked opponents this year, and they were only ranked the final week. Oregon's got a 20.5 point spread on this game with an over-under of 47.5. I got the Ducks winning. I got the Ducks covering. And hell with it, I'm taking over on the 47.5. This is going to be a whitewashing. Here's the thing that I don't understand about this 12-team playoff. We have a Tulane out of the American Conference and a James Madison out of the Sun Belt Conference. Great for those two conferences. They are represented in the 12-team playoff. They are playing the SEC and the Big Ten. Do they really have a chance? To me, these two games are going to be nothing but whitewashes. So why even have those conferences in here? Again, I'm working on a realignment. So basically what the idea would be behind this is have 8 conferences throughout the country with 16 teams, with 2 divisions per conference. Some divisions might have 7, some have 8. I can't remember all the breakdown now. It's based on region. So, for instance, one division of one conference will be Florida. One division of one conference will be basically Texas. Will almost have its own conference. And right around Texas will have its own conference. And it's kind of just depends on where you kind of start and how you kind of map your way through the country with the 136 teams that represent the FBS. So I'm working on that. I may have that before first of the year. I may wait till the next season starts and do that. I've done it before, kind of right before the season started, kind of that warm up till the season. I want to get back to doing these football videos. Kind of enjoy it, looking the stuff up, watching these games. But again, we have a 12-team playoff this year. We have the 4-bye of Indiana, Ohio State, Georgia, and Texas Tech. We have Alabama, Oklahoma. The first game, I got Oklahoma. Second game, Texas A&M versus Miami. I got Texas A&M. Ole Miss versus Tulane. Then Oregon, I got Ole Miss. Oregon versus James Madison. I got Oregon taking all the home teams. That's going to set up Indiana versus Oklahoma. Ohio State versus Texas A&M, Georgia versus Ole Miss. That could be a fun game. And then Texas Tech versus Oregon. Remember last year, the 8th seed and the 7th seed made it to the championship. If that happens again, Texas A&M versus Oklahoma. Let's go. We'll see what happens, but you know what? We still got a lot of college football to play. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.